What if you could end your suffering in just 5 minutes? The promise feels like a whisper from the pages of the *end of suffering* book, a reminder that the gateway to freedom can be as small as a single breath. Imagine stepping through the gates of Dhammasiddhapuri, a quiet oasis tucked in the heart of Solapur, where the hum of the city fades and a deeper, still current begins to pulse beneath you. In the next few minutes you will see how a moment of passive awareness can dissolve the knots that bind your mind, and you will discover a practice that blends ancient Vipassana, the liberating spirit of Osho, and the disciplined flow of Patanjali yoga. Stay with me, and let the silence of this place become your own. The first insight comes from the very essence of passive awareness. When you allow yourself to simply be, without forcing the mind to achieve anything, a subtle transformation unfolds. It is not a withdrawal from life, but an active letting go, a gentle surrender that turns effort into effortlessness. In the quiet rooms of Dhammasiddhapuri, you are invited to drop into this state, to rest in the space where thoughts arise and dissolve like ripples on a pond. As you settle, the mind stops chasing, and the natural rhythm of meditation begins to bloom, unbidden. This is the art of dropping dead into passivity, a paradox that turns the ordinary material world into a doorway toward enlightenment. A second lesson emerges from the practice known as chaotic meditation, a technique that may sound intimidating but actually serves as a bridge between animal instinct and higher consciousness. Here, the breath and a resonant sound become a hammer, striking the dense layers of mental turbulence. When you let the sound rise, loud and full of intention, you create a temporary rupture in the habitual patterns that keep you bound. This rupture is not an end in itself, it is a catalyst that clears the way for deeper stillness. The key is to honor the 3 preparatory steps that precede this intensity, ensuring that the mind is already softened before the hammer strikes. In the sanctuary of Dhammasiddhapuri, this practice is offered in a guided setting, allowing you to feel the surge of energy without being overwhelmed. The third insight draws from the timeless wisdom of yoga, especially the teachings of Patanjali that emphasize balance as the foundation of inner peace. When the body is steadied, the mind follows suit, and the trembling that often accompanies stress fades away. In the yoga hall of Dhammasiddhapuri, each asana is performed with mindful breath, creating a seamless dialogue between movement and stillness. The practice is not about achieving spectacular flexibility, but about cultivating a quiet center that remains unshaken by external chaos. By aligning the spine, you align the flow of consciousness, and the subtle currents of awareness become easier to observe. This embodied meditation prepares the body to support the deeper work of Vipassana. The fourth insight intertwines the teachings of Osho with the classic Vipassana method, forging a hybrid that honors both rigorous observation and playful openness. Osho often reminded seekers that meditation is not a solemn duty but a joyful exploration of consciousness. At Dhammasiddhapuri, this spirit is woven into the daily schedule. After periods of silent observation, you are invited to engage in light-hearted dialogue, laughter, or creative expression. This balance prevents the practice from becoming a rigid ritual and instead transforms it into a living, breathing experience. The result is a mind that can witness its own patterns without judgment, while also feeling the freedom that comes from allowing spontaneity to surface. The fifth and final insight concerns the cultural tapestry of Solapur itself, a city where tradition and modernity dance together. The sounds of bustling markets, the scent of incense drifting from ancient temples, and the vibrant colors of local festivals seep into the meditation halls, reminding you that true awareness does not require isolation from the world. Instead, Dhammasiddhapuri teaches you to bring the same passive observation into everyday life, whether you are walking through a crowded lane, sharing a meal, or listening to a street musician. By treating each moment as an opportunity for mindfulness, you turn the entire city into a meditation space, and the boundary between practice and daily living dissolves. Now, let us pause for a breath. Feel the air entering your nostrils, filling the lungs, and then gently leaving. Notice the subtle rise and fall of your chest. In this simple act, you have already begun the work of centering. The teachings you have just heard are not abstract concepts. They are practical tools you can apply right now. Sit upright, close your eyes, and allow your thoughts to come and go without interference. If a mental chatter arises, acknowledge it as a wave and let it pass. When the mind feels restless, try the resonance sound, letting it echo through the body, feeling the vibration dissolve tension. Bring your awareness to the points of contact, feet on the floor, hands resting, the weight of your body, anchoring yourself in the present. In these few seconds, you have enacted the very transformation that Dhammasiddhapuri offers its seekers. Reflect on the paradox that the most profound change often begins with the simplest act of doing nothing. The center you are seeking is not a distant summit but a quiet point within, waiting to be uncovered whenever you choose to rest in awareness. The city of Solapur, with its bustling streets and ancient temples, mirrors the inner landscape of your mind, vibrant, noisy, and full of potential. When you learn to sit in the stillness of Dhammasiddhapuri, you also learn to sit in the stillness of life itself. Each breath becomes a bridge between the inner sanctuary and the outer world, and each moment of passive observation is a step toward ending suffering, even if that step takes only a few seconds. If this glimpse into Dhammasiddhapuri's oasis resonated with you, imagine what a deeper immersion could reveal. The center offers structured courses, guided retreats, and daily practices that weave together Vipassana, Osho's consciousness work, and the disciplined flow of yoga. Whether you are a seasoned meditator or a curious newcomer, the space welcomes you to explore the space between effort and surrender, between movement and stillness. The practical tips you have heard are just the beginning. The true experience unfolds when you step onto the soft mats, feel the cool air of the meditation hall, and let the teachings settle into your own rhythm. Take a moment now to set an intention. Perhaps you wish to cultivate a steadier mind, to release a lingering anxiety, or simply to taste the quiet that lies beneath the noise of daily life. Write this intention on a piece of paper, or whisper it to yourself. Let it anchor your practice as you move forward, whether you are sitting in a quiet corner at home or traveling to Solapur to walk the paths of Dhammasiddhapuri. Remember that the transformation you seek is not a distant destination but a series of small, mindful choices made in each breath. If you found this journey into the heart of Dhammasiddhapuri enlightening, consider joining our community. Subscribe to the channel and let us walk together through the landscapes of consciousness, meditation, yoga, and spiritual wisdom. Each new video will bring you deeper insights, practical techniques, and invitations to explore sacred spaces around the world. Press the bell icon so you never miss a moment of stillness, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from a pause in the whirlwind of life. Together, we can create a ripple of awareness that extends far beyond the walls of any meditation hall. Now, as the sun sets over Solapur and the city lights begin to flicker, allow yourself one final breath. Inhale the calm, Exhale the tension and carry the quiet of Dhammasiddhapuri with you into the night. The journey has just begun, and the path is open to you.